What is going on, everyone? Tim from Tierfon Orbital. Today will be a very quick demo video for an install commission that I completed on a Legacy from Starfall Sabers. I've talked about this hilt previously. I'm a big fan of the design of this hilt. I've always been a fan of Nick from Starfall's scrap and SK builds, and this is just a great hilt, right? So I'm not going to come into Fusion and talk about the chassis in detail because I feel like I've just did that in a previous video. And this is the exact same install with one minor modification, right? So I'm not going to come into Fusion, but we are going to come up top and do a quick demo, and then of course we will put a blade in it, right? So let's come up top. Okay, so here it is, jumping right into it. This is the Legacy from Starfall Sabers. Really beautiful specimen of a Scrapflex variant, knurled grip, just a super solid hilt, right? Plenty of room on the inside of this grip to have fun with, right? And that's what I did. So I did my usual pass of pewter rub and buff on this chassis. I did paint some of the accents a little bit. We've got a Proffie V3 that sits in this tray. There is a kill switch up top here. And I also added, at the request of the customer did have just like a random brass greebie kind of piece. This is actually, I think this is a vent for a V2 Pando chamber, maybe. But yeah, the customer asked that I retrofit that into the chassis, and I was happy to oblige, right? There was plenty of room to do so. So there is a 3535 NeoPixel strip inside of the chassis as well, with some mylar in front of it for diffusion. That is its own blade in the config, and of course we've got our main blade as well. I also have a 2020 accent ring around the upper part of the chassis, so we get some shine through in this venting as well. Another really cool design feature of this hilt are those vents, right? So let's talk about how to use this guy. Spring side is your negative. You want to take the flat part of your battery, spring side down. Let me hit that kill switch.
This part is over.
So there's that animation inside of those vents, and then of course we've got that 3535 NeoPixel strip.
I'm never touching that thing again.
So once you get your battery in, you can put your grip on, thread your grip on until it stops, and then you're ready to go. Let's come down to the bottom. Yeah, so kind of a no-brainer, right, to add accents where those vents are in that waist section. That's a really cool feature. See what else we put on here. Let's put a blade in it. Okay, so this is a 1-inch blade holder. You want to take your blade, rest it on those PCB pins. There is a set screw here for blade retention, but you can also use this brass thumb screw as a blade retention as well. So that's what I'm going to do for the video. As I'm looking at the back of this, I'm remembering another modification that I made at the request of the client was to swap this red lens out for a clear one. So I just designed a clear glass eye or lens to put in this greebie so we get some shine through, right? One more. Great sounding hilt, great feeling hilt. It's just overall, it's a really, really nice hilt, right? So, and there's that shine through in that waist section again. I really, really like that feature. So anyhow, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick demo video on this install to the viewers. If anyone has any questions about this particular install, please do not be a stranger. To the customer, thank you very much for your patience and trusting me with your install. And with that being said, may the force be with you always. Have a good one, everybody.